Yeah, people, you don't know. When you hear the voice, you know it's Zane alongside the People's Choice.
Right here, the voice, you know what JRP.
Yeah, man, JRP, the season is finally over, boy.
Sad day.
Very sad day. I mean, a lot of people say it's been a long and stressful season, but I can never be happy when the Premier League is over.
Stress is always a part of football, and we should get used to it by now because 8 to 9 months out of football.
Yeah.
And we have been doing this for years now.
Exactly. So, it's something we're used to.
Yes, man. Pull out to your course, blood pressure get high, all sort of things.
Yeah. I mean, that's Brother Ryan's motto, my blood pressure I get high.
Blood pressure get high.
No, but there was no surprise in today's matches, JRP.
None at all. None at all.
All right. I mean,
well, maybe a small one.
With Man City?
No, go look closer.
Who was the surprise for you?
Southampton and Liverpool.
Oh, yes. Southampton seemed to find their best form.
On the last day. Yeah. 4-4 thriller. Didn't expect that one because I thought this would have been a blown out by Liverpool.
Yeah, I expected, Liverpool to run out and give Firmino a proper send-off.
He did get his goal nonetheless.
Yeah, he got his goal, but this wasn't the game anyone was expecting.
Not at all.
No, it begs to wonder though, where was this form all season long?
Good question. They show a glimpse of this against Arsenal as well. I believe if Southampton had won that Arsenal match, things could have possibly turned around for them, but they didn't. I think the coach let them down in that one where he made a tactical decision in the second half. I know I sound like a broken record because I've been saying this over and over, but if they had managed to at least show this amount of fight throughout the season, Southampton would have possibly stay up this season.
No, with the way they played Liverpool, if they showed this throughout the season, guaranteed they would have stayed up. I mean, nobody expected a relegated Southampton come out, and even though Liverpool mathematically doesn't have anything to play for.
No, they don't. But this is a strong Liverpool team nonetheless.
No, exactly.
Because on the live that we did Friday, I said Salah would possibly get a
hat trick. Salah couldn't even muster a goal.
Exactly.
No, staying with Southampton and their relegated comrades, there was no surprise to the other two teams that got relegated.
No, none at all. We know that Leicester would have gone down. We know that Leeds as well. And in all fairness, Leeds was going up against a very difficult team, Tottenham. We know Tottenham have been shaky in the backline position, but when historically you're coming up against Son was always done well against Leeds.
Yeah, Hurricane.
And they have Hurricane as well, who always tend to score on the final. Then you have Leeds, who themselves are poor at defending. So this was just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, and it showed because they conceded in the second minute.
In the second minute, and from that moment you knew that Leeds were about to get relegated. From that second minute, you just know.
And ironically, it was basically in the second minute, I think halftime. After halftime, they concede again.
Yeah.
Even though they got a goal back, it just, the writing was on the wall.
The writing was on the wall. Last season they flirted with relegation. This season they flirted again. I mean, at one point they were out of it. They looked like they were going to escape.
Yeah.
And then they
slip right
leading up to Arsenal. You could say the ship just sink there.
Yeah, they literally just slip right back into the relegation.
Right back into it, and the change of managers didn't even help as well. It was clear no managers in this world would have pulled off this great escape with Leeds.
Yeah, no. The biggest surprise for me is that Leicester got relegated.
Yeah, that is the biggest surprise. But you and I discussed this on the lack of investment.
Yeah, yeah. And it's not that Leicester were on some good form, or it doesn't even have anything to do with the football that they played right through the season, because the only time they played or put up a good run of games was leading up to the World Cup.
Leading up to the World Cup, and we discussed that and said that break came too soon for Leicester.
Yeah, and my surprise with Leicester getting relegated is the amount of quality players that they have.
I know this is the tricky part of it now, because you're going down into the Championship with Iheanacho, you have Barnes, you have Talisman, and you have Maddison. And I'm just talking about those four, because those four are the ones that have the high quality. I could even put Daka in there as well. If they manage to lose all these core guys, we know that they will lose Talisman because he's leaving as a free agent.
Right. But if they lose the other four, I don't see them coming back up so easily.
Not anytime soon, unless major reconstruction of this team, shuffling up. And then again, when you look at some of these players, I don't know how high their salaries are. Maybe to convince them to stay, they would have to probably take a pay cut. Not saying the Championship is that bad, but you'd want to try and balance the book as well, because you don't want to run into financial problem and then sink further down. They can run the risk and sell these players and reinvest.
I think that would be best for them. Sell those players, get in some funds and reinvest.
Yeah, they could do that, but it's sad to see them go.
Yeah, man. No, congrats to Everton still, because I think Everton is one of the all-in footballing teams in the Premier League.
Yeah, I think they're one of the 5 teams that have never been relegated.
Yeah, Everton keep flirting with it, Keep flirting with relegation.
I was just about to say that they keep flirting. If they continue this trend, no surprise that one day they will go down.
Yeah, because even their manager Sean Dyche said it, that this can't happen again next season.
And we have heard that before.
Consistently, and it keeps happening. So if Everton keep messing around, they may just end up like Leicester. Yeah. I mean, look, FA Cup winners and Premier League winners, that was Leicester not too long ago.
And no, look at Leicester City. The Championship next season, possibly losing their best set of players.
Yeah, nobody's safe. No, the only teams that had something to play for, apart from the relegated teams, were the likes of Aston Villa and Spurs, fighting for the last European place.
Yeah, and they won, and the match against Aston Villa, it showed from the get-go that Brighton just wasn't up for this one.
No, Brighton was basically done and buried.
They weren't up. That to me, they looked like they were just cruise control. Just let's finish this last match, while Aston Villa look more of the aggressor. Like I said, they have something to play for.
Yeah, because Brighton, they rotated as well, gave the likes of Estepinian and Mitoma a well-deserved rest. And like I said, from the get-go, it was clear that only one team was basically trying to play for something.
And that was Aston Villa. And they got rewarded in the end.
Yeah, man. And you know what? Well done to Villa, because they're former European champions,
Yeah, and now
European football is back at Villa Park.
Yeah, now they're back in the Conference League.
Yeah, back in the Conference League. Now, with our game, JRP, that was a send-off.
Yeah, that was more than a send-off. And like we said, Arsenal is a side that don't tend to lose on the last day of the season. This match had the feeling of, you felt like Wolves would have done like 6. Yeah,
it could have been so much more.
It felt like when they came up, it was Brighton who gave them that 6, right?
Yes.
It felt like that day, and then you're there wondering and saying, how did Wolves manage to escape relegation?
It just basically boils down to their home form. That's it.
That's the only thing that saved them, because they were poor.
Yeah, man. Away Wolves and Nottingham Forest, I think they're 2 of the poorest teams on the road.
And if they don't fix this, they could be in that fight next season. But
if you look at Wolves in a JRP, it was the same last season. Away from home, extremely poor again. So
And this season, it's the same thing as well.
same thing. So like you said, if they don't fix it, probably they will be one of the teams flirting with danger next year.
It could be, but give credit to Arsenal. They come out in their usual high flying style, dominating position. They look pretty much easy out there. Granted, Xhaka got 2 goals, could have been 3 for him.
No, I'm glad you mentioned Xhaka, because if Xhaka is leaving, right, which it's not concrete, it's just a lot of rumors circulating at the moment. But if this is his last game for Arsenal in front of the Emirates, what a way to sign off.
Yes. And not being, all mushy and stuff like that, but it would be a perfect send-off riding into that sunset. He did say he wanted to achieve something special at Arsenal, and many of us thought that Arsenal in the position of winning the title. So if we achieve that, that would be something special for him. But he managed to build back his connection with the fans.
Yeah, he built back that reputation, and matter of fact, he didn't just build it back, he improved on it, because previous seasons you would say Xhaka is rash and Xhaka has a mistake in him, man. Xhaka is yellow card and red card prone.
Yes,
but this season, totally different player.
A totally different player. He went from boos to fans singing his name.
Yeah, I seen signs around the stadium saying, Xhaka, we don't want you to go. And I feel the same way. I don't want him to leave, honestly.
Which is true, but the thing is now we are going in a rebuilding phase, or not saying a rebuilding phase. We're stepping up to the next level, and I think he himself understands that as well. And he came to the club at 23, and now he's leaving at the right age. He's 30. Where Arsenal could probably get a decent 15 mil from him. That is a good change where you can reinvest somewhere else. So if it's a case where he's leaving, well done to him.
Yeah.
We wish him all the best.
Yeah, definitely wish Xhaka all the best. But the game that honestly surprised me today, Newcastle and Chelsea.
Yes, that match.
Chelsea could not buy a goal for the life
until today.
But they didn't even score a goal. It was a Trippier own goal.
It was a Trippier own goal.
I mean, and Newcastle, if they're pushing for third, right, trying to wrap up third.
In all honesty, I just never got the feeling that Newcastle would have secured that third place.
You said they started to slip off.
Yeah, the momentum was more on Manchester United side.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Plus, Manchester United, their games were mainly at home in the last.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming up against a Fulham team that secured their position in the top 10. You just got the feeling that
it's a formality for Fulham.
Yeah.
They were just turning up. They did play well.
They did play well, and they have done that consistently throughout the season.
I mean, if you talk about a turnaround, Fulham is that team.
Yeah, but I didn't expect them to push. I would say push Manchester United to the limit on the last day. Maybe if it was somewhere in the middle of the season, then yeah. But this is the last day of the football, and they secured the top 10. So you wouldn't expect them to just go the high flying. But they did manage to get a goal.
Yeah.
But we just know that Manchester United would have finished out strong.
Yeah. My thing with Newcastle or JRP is I don't see why they bench Wilson when he was leading the line so well and scoring so many goals for them.
And that was the other thing as well, because I just had that feeling that they would have rotated Newcastle.
Man, last game of the season, man, you're in no cup competitions or anything else.
Yeah, because what was the reason for benching Wilson?
I have no idea. But it's not like they're trying to sell him or anything, so they don't want him to pick up an injury,
And it's not like they have a cup finals the other week as well.
Yeah, no, that one was a shocker to me.
Yeah, and we see the likes of Wilson play back to back when they have a double game week.
Exactly. Now, since it's the last game week, just few quick questions. Who is your player of the season apart from Haaland? Let's take Haaland out of it. He's a total cheat code. this man come to the English Premier League and break the system, break the rules. So player of the season without Haaland.
And I was just about to say Haaland, you know. I was just about to say that easy, Haaland.
Yeah, that would be too easy.
Yeah.
So, without the Viking, who would the season?
There's two players that comes to mind, and they're actually from Arsenal.
And I think I know both of them.
Martinelli and Odegaard.
Yep, definitely.
I have those two players that could be actually contenders for player of the season. And Odegaard, it wasn't just about his way of playing, because that has improved significantly. We see his work when he doesn't have the ball. He's running off a scrap, but his leadership quality.
Yes.
They since getting that captain armband, it has put him on another level.
So if you had to choose one, you would choose Odegaard?
If yes, I would choose Odegaard. Why? Martinelli. Many times we said Saka need to be ruthless. Martinelli have that ruthlessness about him, where he's direct and he's not afraid to go into any tackle.
None at all.
But there's an aspect of his game where it needs to evolve, and that's where oftentimes he has been too predictable, like a 1-3 pony. And sometimes when he comes up against better defenders, he struggles.
No.
So if he can correct that, where he has another dimension to his game, trust me, he's going to be on a whole different level. And you're probably wondering why I even didn't say Saka.
No, I wouldn't even put Saka. It would be those two for me, but I'm leaning to Martinelli.
Yes, Martinelli.
Because work rate, Martinelli outshined almost everyone.
Yeah.
Right? Plus the goals and assists that he has scored, you compare it to last season, it's like a whole different player.
Different level, massive.
So,
and his ability to take shots from outside of the box.
And I mean, yeah, he does have that ounce of predictability, but the directness that he has and that ruthlessness, Martinelli is the player of the season.
Yeah. That ruthlessness that he shows, Saka doesn't show it.
Yeah, no.
Oftentimes, I remember earlier part in the season when it was Evo. Remember when it was Evo coming up to World Cup, and people were saying, you hear that talk going around that the referees are not protecting Saka much as he would get in, kicks here and there, and even Arteta came out and addressed it. Sometimes we see where Saka get the ball, he would pass it because he didn't want to get tackled, he didn't want to get rough up and stuff like that. And we were here saying that Saka need to get more ruthless.
Yeah. With Martinelli, he got tackled as well, but
never want to complain. He gets up, brush himself up, and continue.
Go on. All right. No, now save the trickier question for last. Most improved team of the season.
The most improved team of the season. Wow, that is a good one. We have some contenders. We have Fulham.
Yep.
Newcastle.
Yep.
Arsenal.
Yes.
Who else?
Villa.
Villa. Yes. But for me, I would narrow it down to 3. And the third place would be Fulham.
All right.
Second place would be Newcastle.
And who's number 1?
I would have to give it to Arsenal.
All right. I put Arsenal second. Arsenal second and Fulham first.
Fulham first. I mean, I can't argue with that now because Fulham is known for the yo-yo team.
To how easy Fulham came up and got beat left, right, and center last season and
then came
back up, right? Nobody thought that coming back up, Fulham would finish in the top 10.
None whatsoever.
For Europe at one point.
Yeah. I believe what hurt Fulham is that losing
Mitrovic ban. Yes.
Is what I look at. Because remember, Fulham was actually in the Europe contention, not Champions League, but they were flirting around Europa League and Conference.
Yeah, the Mitrovic ban definitely hurt Fulham.
Yeah, definitely hurt them.
Last question, real quick before we leave. Manager of the season.
Manager of the season.
Yeah, manager of the season. Who would you give it?
Whoa. For me, it's coming down to three persons.
All right.
Arteta.
Yeah.
Emery.
Yep.
And I definitely be out. But for me, it will have to be Emery.
Yeah, I can't fight that one.
What Emery did this season. Come on. And he went about it in such a way where they came even a better defensive unit.
Emery came to in relegation, but couldn't win the game, looked dead and buried. Everybody was worried.
Yes.
Emery came in, turned it around attacking wise, because remember they couldn't score a goal at one.
They couldn't score a goal, yeah.
Turned it around attacking wise, moved away from playing the Emery ball ball game where it's open, scoring opponent.
4-3.
Yeah, and tightened up the defense.
Yeah.
Moved the Villa team from the bottom of the table or around the bottom of the table and qualified for Europe and beat out the likes of Spurs in
That's
qualifying
impressive.
for Europe.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Oh, and beat out the likes of Chelsea.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I fully agree.
And on paper, both of those teams that you mentioned are better players than Aston Villa.
I mean, Chelsea's the team to give Emery's props.
No, man, this was a big turnaround. You have to give him props. And the way he made Watkins play, King's turnaround was brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, even selling Danny Ings, you know, remember that was their second striker. So Emery definitely.
Yeah, man, Emery's manager of the season. Hope he gets it. People probably wonder why we didn't say Pep, but come on.
Yeah, I know the City fans, you know, will be wondering, or, you know, people in the community will be wondering why Pep didn't get it, or why as Arsenal fans we didn't give it to Arteta. Real recognized real, and we have to give Emery his roses.
Yes.
If anybody has anything different or doesn't agree with our selection,
Please free to talk.
yeah, leave it in the comments. Let us know. Who would you vote as player of the season, manager of the season, and most improved team of the season?
And what about throwing in the improved player of the season?
Oh, that's a big list now, you know?
That's a big list. Listeners can just drop it in the comment.
Yeah, man.
Drop it in the comment. Who you think is your improved player of the season?
And again, if we step on any toes, don't hesitate. Let us know.
Our rush.
Yeah, our Ush. We're sorry. But JRP, you don't know, the season has come to an end. So, people, this is it for football for a while. But no, we'll still be here doing our regular thing, interviews, touching on hot topics, giving our 2 cents to every candidate.
I look out for some transfer rumors as well. You know.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But you don't know, people, like always, we're asking to kindly smash the like button.
Smash it
JRP, how much subscribers we are looking on TikTok again?
Yes, help the TikTok community to grow so we can go live there. So basically we need 1,000 followers. We currently have over 250. So just roll in and keep it growing over there, and definitely keep it growing on YouTube as well. Our platform. Just let the community get big, but definitely show your support on TikTok, because come on, we have some session over there as well. But we need to smash that 1,000 followers.
We can do it, man. Can definitely do it. But people, until then, you know the last of the real. Tell everybody, keep being your brother's keeper and walk good.
And good up, follow you.